I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Kathy Aldenseed. Here. Melinda Cook.
Here.
Joy Sellers.
Here.
Kevin McElwain.
Here.
Patrick Sellers.
Here. We are all here. We have a quorum. Okay. The first order of business is the approval of the minutes for the January 18th, 2022 meeting. I need a motion and a second, please.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Please take a look at the minutes if you haven't done so already.
Hey, Barb, it was like the next day that you had the minutes done.
Pardon me?
It was like the next day that you had the minutes done.
Yeah.
So you get
Yep.
them done.
Because I was leaving Wednesday.
Yeah.
Are there any questions on the minutes, trustee?
I don't have any.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Oh, I would have to rechange it.
The next order of business is the approval of bills payable. I need a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by Sellers, second by Aldenseed. Please take a look at the bills payable.
What was all this postage? Wasn't there just a postage charge?
Where we at here? Yeah, that was for our meter. That's for our postage meter. Yeah.
You guys
Two,
still have to
one.
take it down and have them fill it?
No, it's all
It's all online now.
it's all
isn't it?
online now.
I
Yes.
used to have to carry it down to the post office.
Yeah. No. It's all done online now. Thank goodness.
And if the internet goes out, you have no postage.
Yep. That's
Oh,
how it
boy.
works.
Well, there's a lot more this month. It's like
Well,
3.
yeah, we had extra week.
Extra week.
Yeah.
5 weeks.
Yep.
And they sure went to Cubs.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Are there any questions on claims and demands, trustee?
You mean bills payable?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
bills
that's
payable.
all right.
Thank you.
Ain't
Thank
no,
you. Thank
ain't no
you.
problem.
Thank
Hey,
you.
that's what I'm supposed to do, help you.
I appreciate all the help I can get. I appreciate it.
I
Madam
don't have
Clerk,
any.
please call the roll.
Aldenseed.
Hi.
Cook.
Yes.
Sellers.
Aye.
McElwain.
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye. Motion carries. The next order of business is the supervisor report. Okay, trustees.
Oh, no.
I got a hold of Faith Center and looked at the video, and you cannot tell who's doing what at all. It's blurry. You can't see nothing. We don't know who did what.
So they need another camera system, huh?
Yes. I got a hold of Ken's locksmith and sent him a picture of the box, and he's going to get back with me about when he can get a new lock on there. So want to get that taken care of hopefully this week, or if not this week, next week for sure. We get a new lock on there and get it all locked up so we can get back.
Supervisor?
Yes.
And since Glex hasn't been open for God knows how long, there's not very good lighting in that area.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
They are, without giving away too much information, they are working on rectifying that situation. So if this happens again, I'm thinking we may be able to.
Could you tell in the video if any guns were taken out?
No, there was nothing that I could see that was actually taken out.
Okay.
They did our box and they broke the window at Glex. They broke a window.
Okay.
Now that building is also owned by Faith Center Church. So
They do own that?
yes, and so yeah, and
Even cheap motion sensor lights, solar lights that you don't even have to plug in. We have them around our
right.
house.
There are things they are that they are, without giving away too much information, that they are working on implementing in that area to help. Okay. The next thing, I want to hand some information out to the board. The first page is information that I got from Trustee Altency in reference to utility bills that have been on the increase, and House Bill 3941 and Senate Bill 570 looking to address those. So we have some of our legislators that are actually looking into getting these, getting some more transparency into the utility industry and getting those bills back to where they should be. The other part of the information that I'm handing out is information from the Freeport Art Museum. I want to give the Art Museum a grant this year for their after-school SMART program.
Okay, okay. Did they come to you or you went to them?
Actually, it was a conversation that I had at the gym with one of their board members. He was talking to me about how they didn't have funding for this year's program. And I said, okay. And I asked him to send me over a write-up of the program. And they sent over a write-up of the program, which I have included in here. Very interesting. And I'm thinking that if we can help, we should help keep this program going because it benefits our youth. Yes, Trustee Cook.
Well, I can speak on this program being great, but also I feel like I don't know if that's a conflict of interest because I teach for Smart Art.
Let me tell now before you guys get started, there may be 2 votes that may have to be abstained on this board. Okay, and that's we still have enough people here to pass it. But the fact of the matter is, this is a good program, and this program, we don't need to let this program go by the wayside. We really don't, because it's not only is it helping kids, you know, find their artistic side, but it's also exposing kids and enriching their lives through art, and it's helping keep a program afloat that we need in our community. Yes.
Something positive to do.
Right.
You know?
Yes,
Can I
Trustee
talk about
Cook.
it a little bit?
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Well, so like I've been teaching through I think always Smart Art where
Will you financially benefit if the grant is made?
well, I'm already teaching for them, and I don't know how that works. But like it's all I don't know what all the funding mechanisms are, and I teach for various. It's an after-school program.
Do we have to look into it a little deeper?
I'd be a little bit,
Okay.
because there have been some allegations across the state of Illinois of indirect economic benefit.
Okay.
Okay.
Not just like, this isn't my program, right, what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Even if it's for the company that you're working, it might be better for you, because it's more than just voting on things. One of our township's trustees over in Winnebago County 30 years ago got nailed by the Attorney General's office because he negotiated an agreement, even though he didn't vote on it.
Okay.
Discussing it, it's for your own safety and compliance that you probably pass on it and have somebody come in from there to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Not trying
Okay.
to be a pain. I just
No.
don't
Thank
want
you.
to get in trouble.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so what I will do is, Mike, we need to look further into this and see if we could actually do it.
And you can always invite somebody from the art museum to come in and talk about it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I recommend that because, we have, Joy's on the board.
I'm
you're a
on the
teacher,
board.
So it would be good to have someone,
Yeah.
so that way if we have questions, we can definitely rely on someone
Mm-hmm.
from them
I can
directly.
definitely do that.
I mean,
They would be more than happy to do that.
So do you want that on the next meeting agenda, or do you want me to wait until you talk then?
Let me talk to them.
Okay.
I'm going to get a hold of them tomorrow. I should have an answer for you by tomorrow.
Okay,
For sure.
okay.
So, okay. Wait a second. 4.
Did you write this or they gave you this?
They gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
So what I will do is, my plan is to have someone from the Freeport Art Museum at our next board meeting to speak and to answer some questions about the program. Is that
oh, yeah,
okay?
That's great.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. What else do I have as supervisor? I talked to you guys about the lockbox and all the other good stuff. I'll have the other grants that we want to provide, you know, the St. Vincent de Paul, the Senior Resource Center, the VACSC, and then we'll discuss more from there. So, okay? All righty, that's all I have. So next on the order of business is the assessor's report. Assessor.
So I have been busy contacting different township assessors, as well as I found 2 software programs that oh sure, there should be one for you too. 2 software companies that most township assessors utilize. One is called the Assessor's IMS, and the other is Visual PAMS Pro. And I have, we did get to see a demo of the Assessor's IMS. I'm working on setting up, going to a couple different townships that utilize each one so that I can kind of see them in action in the assessor's office. And so these are just the starting numbers that I'm coming up with. Now, one thing to note is that Marshall and Swift is the commercial estimator program that we currently use. IMS has it built into their system so that you can sort and do other things with that same information. So we actually pay them for the license. So then if that's the case, that's why it's listed again as that we would cancel the existing subscription if we went with IMS, because we would be paying them for that. So if we went with PAMS, then we would retain that subscription. Everything in blue would be the initial year cost. And I did in IMS, because I have an estimated conversion cost, you know, a range there, as well as for the website. I added in the highest and the 5,000 just to account for the high end in case it was needed. The conversion costs are estimated, but they got copies of parts of our data so that they could see if it was going to be easy to convert or not. So
IMS did.
both
both
IMS
did, okay.
and PAMS did. So hopefully those would be realistic in costs. So the next step is that I'm going to visit a couple different townships, one that uses each one, and see how they really operate and what they like about it, what they don't like about them, and go from there. And then I will keep you updated as we go.
Sounds good.
And if you have any questions now or in the future, yes.
Yeah, question. So Ames looks like it uses Marshall and Swift for estimating, and it's like another function here too later on. How does PAMS do the same thing? Is it their own software, or is that like?
So the commercial estimator is just for commercial and industrial, and that's through Marshall and Swift. That's a separate license fee that we pay for every year. It's about $1,400. It was $13.99 last year. It goes up slightly every year.
So we have that.
We
so
already
that's not,
have it.
Gotcha. So that's not dependent. We'll have to do that no matter which one we use.
Right,
Okay, got it.
except we pay IMS for it rather than Marshall and Swift directly. Because they have it tied to their system, so it's more flexible and I can do more with it. Like I can sort and do different things that I can't do with
Right
just
now.
the Marshall and Swift
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a plus.
Incorporated in there,
Okay.
yes.
Well, do they do?
No, they don't incorporate
Okay.
it in, so
Okay.
that would just be a continuation of,
Okay.
that's why I added it in, since I have to pay IMS for it. You know, it's just,
So PAMS, these things, so they do integrate it in, or they don't?
they don't.
They don't.
No.
Okay.
So PAMS and IMS would be all the residential, all the land tables, everything like that. Commercial estimator, it focuses more on the commercial and industrial part of the programs. And if I get to the point where we have enough sales to work with that I can come up with our own tables, then I might be able to get rid of the commercial estimator part. But at this point, with the sales that we have and the fluctuation, it's hard to come up with a good pattern. So Marshall and Swift helps with that cost.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what are, oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
what are some of the pros and cons that you feel like, oh, I like this one? Do you have a feel of, oh, I like this one a little bit more than the other one? Or you just want to just go look and see what other people say about the programs?
Well, I want to do my due diligence. I don't want to just pick one or the other right at this moment. However, it does seem like IMS is more flexible in the fact that if I wanted a report or a program written that is going to be helpful to my office specifically, of course at a cost, but they are willing to do extra coding specific to a township and write something that would be specific to a report that I might want that maybe another assessor doesn't need. I'm not sure that Pam's is that flexible in that, no.
Oh, okay.
But that's still a conversation, so.
No, I just see a lot of things that they have versus.
Yes, and Pam's offers a couple things that I don't think we need. Those I did not highlight at all. Like for instance, the draw. We use the Apex sketch for our drawings. It is supported by IMS, but Pam's also supports it. So I wouldn't have to pay for Pam's draw, which is more expensive than the Apex.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
6,000.
the view, we use our public computer utilizes our website already, and that has worked well. So I don't feel
That's
the need that we'd have
3,000.
to buy another view, you know, program just to be able to view information.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie.
Thank you.
All righty. The next order of business is trustees report. Trustees.
I don't think I have anything.
Trustee McElwain.
Question.
Yes.
Will we be able, because I mean, sometimes every once in a while people ask me, what do you do on township, or what do you guys do?
Wow.
What? We do a lot.
What? Yeah, what?
So the question is, would it be possible to provide us like with a summary of how many people were like used the services last year? I mean, just a number. I mean, I know we can't give names and stuff like that, but just a number, how many people use the services and which services.
Okay.
That way, just kind of have something to say. You know, township, you know, the office serve X amount of people, these amount of programs, and this is what, how those people were helped with those services. You know, the difference that they're making, you know, what did it do for them.
Tell them to come to a meeting. We got more chairs. We can put one over there. Over there. We got a nice big office now.
It's on our Facebook page.
Tell them to go to our Facebook page.
Right.
They can watch
Absolutely.
from there.
I'm sure we can. So you want like an information sheet as to the people we serviced last year, and what were some of the main things that they came to township for, and that we helped them with. Okay.
Yeah.
And the different various programs that we have.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be a
Yeah,
problem.
something simple. Nothing.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. I think we got something like that already
Yeah.
put together in our brochure and stuff. Okay, yeah, it's no
Just
problem.
so you
We can do
have it
that.
in your pocket and say,
Oh, yeah.
someone asks, like, here it is.
You know, one thing
That's what we're talking for.
that I really grow tired of is this: when we have our meetings with other social service agencies. Well, what does township do? You guys have been in social service to no longer. I've explained since 2013 what township has done to our social service agencies. Every time we get into a meeting, they ask me, "What does township do?" I mean, I just look at them like,
You ought to ask them that.
I do. Well, what do you guys do?
Yeah.
So yeah, but this is something that'll be great for you guys to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, just information about what we do and how we provide service that we provide. So, yeah,
That'll be cool.
no problem. We can do that. Trustee Cook, you got
Yeah,
something?
just explaining like the difference between the little townships and Freeport Township is a whole
Yes.
task unto itself.
Yes.
They don't have, they have road commissioners and
Yeah.
they don't.
They-
That's
they have-
Yeah, just explain that.
They
When,
have-
you know, people think of townships, that's what they think of, is the road
Uh-huh.
commission.
Absolutely. So you guys take care. You'd be surprised how many calls I get. There's a sign down out here on AYP Road. You need to get this sign up. Well, that's not my area, and I don't handle that.
Perhaps you're in Harlem
Right.
Township.
Yeah, you know, or when are you going to come and plow my road? I mean, I've been waiting for you guys. It's not.
You gonna wait a long time when you're supposed to do it?
We don't have any
So
plows.
yeah, but
No
yeah,
plows for you.
yeah. So yeah, okay,
Thanks, that's all I have.
okay. Anything else, trustees? Okay. Next on is public comment. Any public comments? No public comments.
Oh, no,
No.
good.
Any other business coming for the town?
Not at this moment.
Then I will entertain a motion. Stop, Joy. To adjourn until Monday, February 21st, right?
Oh, wow.
20
Was it, there's Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Because
Yeah,
it's
'cause it's
it's President's Day.
Tuesday.
Is it,
And-
should it be the 22nd?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tuesday,
Okay,
February
thank you for
22nd.
that correction. I will fix
At
that.
4:30.
Township makes time go by too fast.
Don't move.
All right.
I need
Oh,
a second.
Second.
All right.
Oh, McElwain.
Yeah, they beat me.
All in favor?
I
Aye.
just got your attention somewhere else.
Is that what finally?
Any opposed?
I do. I want to talk about.
You can be by yourself.
Meeting adjourned.